All right, everyone, welcome here to a live Scrimcast. We have Doghouse here on the Legion side. We're going to be taking on Team Tim here on the Hellborn side. And as you can see, we are pretty far underway with the draft here. As I actually just got back here, I was having some food before the cast, so I am ready to go. So let's get into it. We'll talk about the bands and picks here. So we have Dark Lady, Clanks, and Magebane going to be the blind bands from Doghouse here. Then we have Chipper, Draconis, and Rampage. These are some pretty unique bands coming out from the two teams. Gotta say here, I think we got a lot of respect bands from both sides coming out, as the only really usual bands I see here in these first six are heroes like the Draconis and the Chipper, which quite frankly get banned against Doghouse quite a lot, but the bans against Team Tim here, Dark Lady, Clanks, and Magebane, those are not your typical bans. Very different there. We have the first pick of the game going to be the Sir Bensington, followed up by Magnus and Geomancer into Engineer and Behemoth. Now, Doghouse, they're a team that's notorious for really picking kind of unique or different style of strategies, but these picks coming out from them here in this first game, these look pretty normal out, I gotta say. The Bensington, a hero we see a lot in tournaments, followed up by heroes like the Engineer and Behemoth, just very good support options as well as a potential offlane there in Behemoth. Very flexible style heroes. The Bensington can be played in a numerous amount of core roles. And then we have the Magnus and the Geomancer, great setup heroes, potentially a pairing for that long lane, potentially two supports. So very flexible heroes. Already very solid drafting from both the sides here. We're going to see the next wave of bans already done here before we finish off the drafts. We have Lodestone, Flux, and Kraken banned out by Team Tim. Pharaoh, Tempest, and Gladiator. So a lot of these initiators, team fighters, AoE style of initiators, heroes banned from both sides. That's going to really limit the pool here, but both sides already picking up a pair of initiators. We have Magnus and Behemoth already in the game, so again, a lot of these heroes banned out, more of those secondary or primary style of initiators to pair with those heroes. But we have Corrupted Disciple and Tundra going to be picked up here from Team Tim. That's a pretty aggressive makeup to combat this Bensington style of draft that we're seeing from the Doghouse. And Doghouse is one of those teams. They are very notorious for picking very active lineups, but also really liking that split push style of gameplay. So the Tundra is a very interesting pick there, going up against Doghouse, as the Tundra bird going to be very good for spotting out the split pushers with that shiver. So I really like the Tundra pickup here. And we could see something like a Monarch picked up against the Tundra. We'll see if Hex does like going for something. Or not Hex, Doghouse there as I look at Snooky's clan tag. But a hero like the Monarch is very good against the Tundra. Also something like an Accursed, but again, that's not really Doghouse's playstyle. We'll see if they go for an option like that to combat that um, Avalanche ultimate there from the Tundra. But a lot of stuns here across the board. So uh, personally, I'm a big fan of heroes like Monarch in these situations. We'll see if they do want to run the Engineer and the Behemoth as the supports and just pick up a couple more cores here. As the War Chief, that is a signature Doghouse hero, I do feel like. And then they pick up the Bombardier as well. So it looks like this will be a second support Behemoth, possibly in something like a tri-lane, as they do have that Bensington picked up. Then we have the Bombardier, which it's looking like maybe that will be Snooki Zero for mid lane, as well as running the War Chief possibly on Azov. Uh, Actually, no, they have the Behemoth. That's typically Azov's hero. They're actually switching things up here. Is that going to be a Snooki Bensington and a Fob Bombardier? I do feel like they're going to swap those up here. But it looks like we're going to have main support engineer. And boy, that's interesting. With their lineup, I'm really expecting Chris to play the Behemoth in position 4 and then Azov to play the War Chief. But again, all the players pretty capable of playing these heroes we've seen in the past. So not really sure how they're going to line this up here, but I do think it will be a Fa Bensington and his Nookie Bomb. There we go. And there's the final pick of the game, going to be the Gauntlet. So they pick up another Initiator style of hero. They're going to be going with the one roll Corrupted Disciple here for Imba Boy, combating that Sir Bensington. So very aggressive lineups from both sides. Both sides not really going with that true hard carry, more of that semi-carry one core. So this is going to be a very action-packed game, number one, I feel like. And I think we could see tri-lane versus tri-lane here, potentially. We will see if the two teams do decide to line up some tri-lanes, or we could see this traditional 2-1-2 setups. So, we'll see where the players do end up going here. Looks like we have Bombardier with the Santa Claus avatar going to mid lane. A little surprised Nicky's rocking the Christmas skin here. A little off season, but you know, it's okay. Duder's got the ultimate engineer skin avatar. We got Fa not having a skin. That's always a little sad. But anyway, enough of the skin talk. We got Corrupted Disciple tri-lane here with Geomancer main support, it looks like, with the Orb, and Magnus as that secondary support with the Wind Whistle picked up for the extra movement speed. Tundra going into the short lane here as he levels up his Call of the Winter. He's got that bird level 1. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe you also get the Curial at level 1. We'll see if he, we'll see, shout out to Jalala. We'll see if, Tundra does decide to use that, Curial or not. Then we have Gauntlet in the mid lane, so they're actually swapping things up here. Bombardier, I wonder if they saw anybody yet. We see Hellborn placing a ward here for Vision. That's a very good ward. Very predictable as well. We'll see if they pick up on that. But Bensington's going into the mid lane here, so they're sending their carry mid. War Chief into the off lane against Tundra. I do feel like that's a pretty good matchup for War Chief in these melee 1 versus 1 lanes. I feel like he's very, very good. Tundra as well. But Behemoth, Engineer, and Bombardier, that's a very scary tri-lane. They don't really have a carry hero there that's weak. So a lot of action to face that Corrupted Disciple, Magnus, Geomancer tri-lane. And I think I'm going to give a little bit of an edge here to Legion, just having the lane position advantage here with the tower and the pull camps available. Now we'll see if they do decide to block any of the camps here. Neither side really blocking a camp to start things off, as we have Engineer placing a ward there. Expecting a lot of action down here in this tri-lane. Bensington versus Gauntlet. I feel like Gauntlet has a slight edge there, but Bensington is able to hold his own. There's a nice fissure blocking them off. Now Magnus is very far away. Corrupted is going to take heavy pressure. Will this be the bloodless kill? Yes, it will, as Engineer gets the final auto attack. Now Behemoth has a fissure coming up in 5 more seconds. Geomancer with a dig stun, and Magnus with his lava surge. I don't think they can... Oh, Bombardier, he's getting caught out a little bit here. There's the dig stun, the lava surge. Looks like Bombardier will fall here. There's the fissure, and so both cores already going down, but the bloodlust kill did happen here for the Legion side, as Engineer got that one. So Corrupted picks up a kill here now on the Bombardier, but we'll see how this tri-lane evolves here. So far, Corrupted with the kill getting a little bit more gold than the bomb. Here's a nice fissure, stunning 2. Keg stun on top. Bombardier not blowing up the sticky bomb just yet. It did miss, it looks like. Magnus taking some heavy pressure, but now Behemoth, he could be in some trouble. Behemoth is going to possibly fall here. He gets stunned by the Magnus before the fissure comes out. Engineer missing that kick stun, going to result in his death as well. Now Corrupted did not spec the conduit, so he has the electric tide. No mana for that currently, but 2 kills there coming out without a return kill happening for Doghouse. That's going to be a little unfortunate, as they do miss a couple of their skills there. The fissure stun not keeping them in place long enough to line up that keg and sticky bomb. That is one of the weaknesses there of their heroes. A little hard to line up those skills, but we'll see how this evolves here. Again, we have 9 and 3 Warchief against 8 and 1 Tundra. Pretty even up there in the top lane. As looks like we have a bottle picked up on the Tundra, or on the Warchief, excuse me. Tundra still with 500 gold. He's got the health pot. Gonna see a lot of pressure coming out here from Warchief with those Spirit Walks. Bottom lane, we have a initiation here on the Geomancer. There's the sticky bomb coming, and it will blow up, but he gets the distance to safety, so I do think he'll be fine up for now, as there are only level 2. Take a look at mid lane, 14-0 Bensington. Oh, I caught that at quite the funny time there. Will Bensington actually fall due to that? Looks like he will not. There was no bottle sip for the hook mana there from Gauntlet. He just got the bottle delivered, and now Bensington does need to be careful. He avoids the hook there in the mid lane as I catch that one, but bottom lane, tri-lane action continues. Boy, this is already proving to be quite the match here, 3 minutes in. Lane position now over to the side of Hellborn here. So we have 9 and 3 Bombardier against 7 and 5. Again, pretty even here in the tri-lane. Here we have a Dig Stun, not going to connect, and now Geomancer, he's going to get walled here a little bit. Sticky Bomb is applied, but the Fissure, there's the Keg Stun landing. Bombardier getting double stun with Engineer there from the Magnus. Very nice double stun from the Magnus, only level 1 Lava Surge there. But again, not enough damage for any kills here. We have level 3 on the Behemoth already. He is the highest level here in the Legion's tri-lane. In comparison, CD level 3 and 2 on both the supports here. Looks like we have Doghouse doing excellent rune control here. They're going to camp both runes. Gauntlet going to have an empty bottle for now. There's a Fissure Stun into a Keg, but it does knock him backward. Engineer currently very low on HP and mana as he does pick up that Grave Locket. And honestly, getting the Bloodless kill as a support in a tri-lane, I do feel like it's perfectly fine to pick up the Locket, but perhaps if he had... Oh, very nice stun there into the Electric Tide, but Magnus, he will sacrifice himself, so a support for a support. Even trade there, going out for both sides. More gold on the Engineer, so actually valuing the Corrupted a little bit better as he picks up that kill over the Bombardier, but 300 GPM versus 245. There's a Fissure Stun, Sticky Bomb on top, but we have Boots on the Corrupted. No catch here to follow it up. We have Magnus coming in. He's looking to line up a stun here. Bombardier, can he avoid this stun though? Just the damage from the Magnus and the Geomancer alone is enough to bring down the Bombardier. Now will they get some return kills? There's a Fissure lining up onto 2. Engineer, does he have a mine coming up in 3 more seconds? They're not going to go for this this kill, it looks like. A little surprised actually they fell back there as Engineer did have his mine coming up, but did I miss any kills in the side lanes? Oh, okay, we got Warchief. Warchief takes out Tundra up in the top lane, and Gauntlet takes out Bensington in the mid lane. That was with a Gauntlet Blast, so I did think Gauntlet had a little bit of an edge there, but Bensington doing very well outside of the death, 27 and 6 against 20 and 5, so he's last hitting very well in the mid lane, but does end up going down to the burst damage there from the Gauntlet Blast. But 25 and 4 Tundra against 33 and 5. Okay, they trade lives here, but Bensington comes in with the Nightfall, so Tundra gets a kill there, but does lose his own life. Was going to comment on Warchief winning in the creep kills by about 8 creep kills there. So he's doing very well in the top lane. He's currently the top GPM in the game at 340 despite the death. Engineer not going for the turret here. I think that's just fine. They do have a lot of escapes, so it's very hard to line up that turret to get some good slows in, but it's going to max out the nuke damage there from the Keg and the mine. Keg getting buffed recently, so we'll see if he maxes that out or still goes for the max mines. There's the Keg. A little bit too far there, going to knock him back instead of toward them. Creep score is still pretty even, 23 versus 20 down here in the tri-lane. But Gauntlet with a haste rune now from that 6-minute rune. That's going to be pretty scary if he TP's down here to the tri-lane. Here's Engineer getting stunned up by 2. Geomancer's going to line up his stun onto Bombardier. Magnus does fall in exchange for Engineer. And we have a port happening from Bombardier, and Behemoth, he is going to be in some trouble. He's trying to do the juke here. There's the Electric Tide spotting him out. He's going to die here as Tundra ports in. So that's a big part of this fight here for Hellborn. The Tundra porting in. not even needing to use his avalanche. So they're going to force the entire Legion tri-lane back. Bensington picks up the early vestments here. Now Tundra is here, possibly with a ultimate. Now, was this spotted out? He's playing very defensively, kind of realizing something's up here. Currently, the Shiver is bottom, scouting out the tower down there. But War Chief, he is so far the story of this game. He is off to a great start. He pushes the tower up there. Now he does have port up. Will he port to this bottom lane is the question here. His engineer gets taken out very quickly there. Here comes the Nightfall from Bensington. Now he is in the middle of the fight here. Will he be able to get the kill? He does on the Tundra. Now he is in a very vulnerable position. There's the TP coming in. Dixon landing, and Bensington will fall. The hook will miss from Gauntlet as War Chief is now here with the War Cry. He's going to get ulted here by the Gauntlet Blast, and he will port in to his Spirit Walk. He picks up the second kill there onto the Magmus. CD, he does not have currently any conduit charges. Magmus going to overextend. He gets killed here by the Fissure and the team support. So War Chief coming in for some great team fight assistance there as they lose the Bensington and the Engineer in exchange for 3 players, the Tundra, the Geomancer, and the Magmus. Oh, as well as the Gauntlet. They lost 4 players there for 2. Great team fight coming out from the Doghouse here in the bottom lane. Geomancer, now he sees Engineer here on this ward of sight. And Behemoth currently stacking in the jungle. War Chief level 9 now, heading up to the top lane. He's got the War Cry on cooldown currently. We'll see if puts some pressure here onto the Tundra. He puts the Spirit Totems down. Is he going to go for a kill here? Those Totems are doing some good damage there. Avalanche is going to be used, but will that save him? He has a Spirit Walk coming up, and here he will go. He ports in, and Ozlov gets another kill there. Meanwhile, we have action in the Tri-Lane Fissure is down. Engineer falls. They did not get any return kills here. Conduit is draining. Bombardier with the huge ultimate lining up onto the Geomancer. Only the single target there as Corrupted is now on a legendary streak, taking out the Behemoth there with that maxed out Electric Tide. Bombardier has a Sticky Bomb. Here comes the stun from Bensington. Bombardier going to line up the Sticky Bomb. They will get the kill there. So Nightfall still available there on the Bensington. But Bombardier picking up a kill there as they did lose both their supports on both sides. So, good news for Hellborn. They do have the farm here on their CDs, 380 gold per minute. Bensington not too far behind with 325. We have a Nightfall coming in. Looks like to top lane. That's going to be a quick kill there on the Tundra as the Warcry was used there. Gauntlet ports in. And I don't think he's going to be able to go for a kill here. As Bensington, he's TPing back to the middle lane currently. Forcing away the Gauntlet to the top lane. Going to give him some space there in the mid lane. We currently have a mine trap here with 4 mines. Now I believe this was spotted by the ward. See if they end up getting any kills here with that mine trap. Dude gonna walk into Geomancer here, but he misses the dig stun. Bombardier could be in a tough spot here. We'll see if Geomancer's diving the tower. He is very aggressive here. Does have his dig stun available. He's going to use the dig there. There's the Fissure. Bombardier trying to light up the Sticky Bomb here, as well as Engineer. There's the Enrage from Behemoth, and Geomancer overextends. Top lane, we have a possible engagement here as War Chief on the run. Piercing Shards is available. There's the Totems down, preventing any follow-up. Magmus in the mid lane is Veiled Rotted. Now, do they have the lockdown to take out this Bensington as Corrupted? He's trying to bait him out here. The Joust was used and actually gets broken there. That was great timing coming in as the body blocks as well from Magmus. The Fissure stun not going to prevent the kill there. That was excellent timing there from the Lava Surge to break the Joust distance there. Gauntlet Blast in the top lane. Warcry is on cooldown for 45 seconds. Here comes the dig stun as well. Piercing Shards, and this will most likely be the kill here onto War Chief as 3 players. A little bit too much for War Chief to handle. Meanwhile, we have a Shockwave coming out there onto the Magmus. Holy cow, that's the exclamation point for me. Sticky Bomb going to land here on the Gauntlet. We have a airstrike ready to go. Now, will they line up the keg stun first into the airstrike? Beautiful coordination coming out there. I got a little worried that they would use the keg stun and miss the airstrike, but these guys know what they're doing. Very, very good coordination there from Snooki and Dude there, lining up that kill on the Gauntlet. So he falls now for the second time, and currently have a 17-15 score. Bombardier taking out that tower in the bottom lane. Snooki could be in some trouble here. He does not have a TP. Oh no, he is most likely going to get caught here. He tries to do a juke in the trees. Oh my god, is this going to actually work? No, the electric tide spots him out. That was almost a huge juke coming out from Snooki, but will they get any return kills here? Dick's not going to be used defensively. Warcry is down. There is the totems in the background. Warchi ports in, gets the smackdown kill. Now Magnus is thinking about going back in. There is a fissure block coming in from Behemoth. That's a great block, but the keg stun will miss. Here comes the electric tide doing some good damage. Totems are down from Warchi. There's a joust from the Bensington. They do bring down the Magnus there with the lance along from Sir Bensington. Here comes a hook from Gauntlet, not pulling him into the tower, but there will be enough damage for the kill. Two-man keg stun lands from Dude, and here is the enrage from Behemoth following up another fissure. They do get the kill there onto Tundra as well. And it will be a 2-for-2 exchange here from both sides. We have a 4,000 gold lead on top of the experience lead for the Doghouse currently, as we have Bombardier working towards his Staff of the Master here. Thank you for the sub, new ending. 24 months, let's go. 2 years, PogChamp. We have Warchief picking up the Sackstone here as he bottles up the double damage rune. But Behemoth, he's getting very close to his portal key on 1,700 golds currently here at the 14-minute mark. He's had a pretty solid game here with the 5, 3, and 6 stat line. Magnus and Jumens are still very far from their portal keys in conjunction here with the Behemoth. So if he's able to pick that up in the next few minutes here, gonna take some excuse me, gold here from the jungle camps as him and the engineer are working on those camps. Gonna get him very close there to that gold. Meanwhile, Sir Bensington, a lot of build-up still. No item towards his potential Thunderclaw, as I would imagine he's going for. But Gauntlet as well. The Steam Boots vestments only on 800 gold, not very close to his portal key just yet. So Doghouse, they're looking to be in a pretty good spot here. Corrupted Disciple rotates to the top lane, and I gotta think he's bought something here. Question is, what did he buy? I did not see. Possibly some build-up item like an Energizer. He goes for the Light Brand. Okay, so he's going to be going for the Dawnbringer. There's a stun into the Crystal Field, landing on Sir Bensington. That will be a quick kill. Port is happening here, but it's going to be cancelled immediately. Now, meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Veiled Rot's going to be broken here. They're not going to get the opening they were looking for. Tundra, very far away from his portal key, still only on 1,300 gold. With the tower kill, though, going to get him a little closer. As Corrupted does last hit that tower, he will most likely pick up the Searing Light here next. We'll see what he goes for, maybe the Ice Brand, but I do expect pieces to the Dawnbringer to follow up this Light Brand, and most likely into an eventual Shrunken Head. And more stacks being made here. This Bombardier, he's going to get Gauntlet blasted here into the full combo. Here's the Nightfall from Bensington. He does not line up the Joust here. And Gauntlet, he might make the escape here. That missed Joust, not going to get Engineer in range for a keg stun as he's just a little too slippery. A couple of kills here happening for Team Tim. As Bensington, he does line up the stun here onto Magnus, though. Will Lava Surge to safety as Engineer is trying to get in range for a keg stun, but very difficult, even with the Striders activated, to get there in time. Middle lane, we have a Shockwave coming out with that brand new portal key as Behemoth, he goes for the tower tonight. He's not going to get it. No follow-up here, no ports happening from the team as they still don't have that staff picked up on Bombardier for that global airstrike just yet. But Behemoth is now going to be in some trouble. Here comes the keg stun from Engineer, the mine on top, but it's not enough damage for any kills. Behemoth falls. Meanwhile, Magnus does fall in the bottom lane to Warchief, and they're very low here on the side of Team Tim. Spirit Walk coming in from Warchief, but he does not port to it there. Totems are down. Engineer getting slowed by that Couriel. He's forced to use the Keg Stun there to take out that Couriel slow. And they will end up being fine. So I believe Bombardier is almost at his staff. I think he needs 300 gold. Once they have the staff on top of the Behemoth Portal Key, it's going to be a very nasty combo for the side of Team Tim to deal with. Bensington sitting on 900 gold currently. Falling behind in GPM only to 288, but we have Veiled Rots here on both the War Chief and the Behemoth. They're looking to set up a kill here on the Magnus. Now this would be a very easy kill if they're able to line up a couple of Spirit Walks here with the Warcry. So we could possibly see the Spirit Walk opening here into the Fissure Stun. Shockwave currently on cooldown for 45 seconds. They're not going to need that. Here comes the Fissure into the... oh wow, the Airstrike actually misses. And Rage gonna take him out of the Steam Bath. There was the staff completed on the Bombardier. That was a great stun from Magnus to avoid the airstrike damage. Corrupted is here with Geomancer. Behemoth's gonna get stunned up here. They're gonna sacrifice him here. War Chief is thinking about going back in. He supports in with the Spirit Walk and the Totems down. Crystal Field is applied, but it will be avoided here by the Warcry being activated with that Spirit Walk. Bensington comes in with the Nightfall, and they bait it all along. They take out Corrupted Disciple, who only has 986 HP with that Searing Light. And that Savage 6-streak going to go over to Bensington. That's a lot of gold. Here we're going to have the Gauntlet Blast landing here onto War Chief. The Eruption on top. So much damage. Bensington now could be in some trouble as, again, there's no Nightfall, or excuse me, Airstrike available from Bombardier. And I don't know how Bensington gets out of this one. The Couriel slow is just so damn annoying for Bensington. He just ends up falling there. Puzzle Box level 1 also picked up on the Tundra. That's going to be some great damage assistance for the Tundra. But this 4 to 5,000 gold lead that was once had by Doghouse is now down to 500 gold. 3,000 experience leads still in their favor. But Corrupted Disciple, he's still very far ahead of the Sir Bensington. Even with that death, he's 470 gold. Bensington dying as well, so he drops back down to 320 gold per minute. But he picks up the Sackstone, and I just don't know if that's going to be enough. Behemoth getting spotted out here by the Thunderbird. He gets the Fissure off. There's the Airstrike from Bombardier. They get the kill onto Gauntlet. Are they looking to turn this one around, though, on the Tundra? War Chief is on his way here. Will he be able to get here before Tundra can take him out is the question. There's the Spirit Walk, the Totems. Will they heal up the Behemoth in time? Yes, they will. The Fissure comes back up off cooldown, and Tundra will fall. So War Chief, again, doing some good work this game. Gets the 8th kill for himself. Actually, he didn't pick up the kill, but he's sitting on 8 kills. Bombardier, he ports out from the bottom lane. We currently have Corrupted with a Mighty Blade working on the jungle stacks. Now, I do think he's not going to finish the Dawnbringer here. I think he's going to keep Searing Light and go into the Shrunken and then the eventual Dawnbringer. But we'll have to wait and see what he goes for here. We have Gnome's Wisdom picked up on the War Chief to follow up that Sackstone. A lot of healing coming out from War Chief with the Totems. Very, very nice there. We'll see what items he builds into next. I am expecting something like either a Frostfield Plate or... okay, it looks like he's building a Shrunken Head. That is very good, actually, to prevent a lot of this magic damage that they have. We have the Veiled Rots happening here. Great Portal Key coming in from Behemoth before the Electric Tide hits. Energy Field is down. Now, Engineer did get caught. Bensington ports in with the Joust here. He did not use his Nightfall just yet. Corrupted draining him, though, and now Bensington is going to be in some trouble. The Fissure causing some issues there. Piercing Shards from Tundra catches him off, and now Behemoth going to fall as well to the Avalanche. Bombardier getting caught here. He has an Airstrike. He's going to line it up. It's going to take out a couple of heroes here. Eruption goes off in the background. Geomancer is in that Napalm. He is going to go down. It's a double tap for Bombardier, but a hat-trick for Tundra as he's still alive here. The Totems are down from War Chief, but the Couriel slow. Very, very annoying there. It's 4 players dead from both sides as War Chief and Tundra, the sole survivors for each team, to follow up this team fight. The Puzzle Box level 2, almost having the level 3 here, completed 22 minutes in. That's going to be a massive damage increase there for the Tundra. He's currently on 10%, but War Chief 16% hero damage so far. Totems are down. Here comes a Gauntlet Blast. There's a Bensington Nightfall coming out. There's the stun from Magnus with the Lava Surge. Behemoth ports in. Doesn't get his Shockwave off. He's going to use it there on the solo Tundra. Electric Tide takes out Behemoth, so it's a 1-for-1 exchange. Now they are on the chase here as Bensington, he could get caught out here. There's the Infernal Instability from Gauntlet. There's another Lava Surge from Magnus, and Bensington will fall. It's a double tap coming out for Corrupted Disciple. And that's going to be a big fight for them. As will they spot out Engineer here? It looks like they do see him. There's the Mind Trap though, catching out Geomancer. Keg away, going to connect there onto the Gauntlet. It's Duder gonna deny himself to Kongor. You know he wants to. Oh, it was so darn close. Magnus only on 26 HP. There's an airstrike coming out from Snooki, and it snipes out the Magnus. Beautiful airstrike from the mid lane there, connecting to take him out. And it ends up being 4 kills going the way of Doghouse as they lose Engineer, Bensington, and eventually Behemoth does respawn there. But what a fight coming out. They're going to try to get this mid lane tower here with the creeps as Tundra not able to get in range there for a tower deny. But War Chief, I believe he's very close to his Shrunken Head now. I think he only needs the recipe as he... we'll see if he has it or not. I don't know if he picked up that Warhammer, but it's on. There we go. He's on 460 gold per minute, so he's gonna have that Shrunken, and he's gonna be very, very tanky now in those team fights with that Shrunken activated. Behemoth goes for a jump here on the Geomancer. The Dick Stun is going to be used. Now these are just the War Chief illusions. No follow-up gonna be had there. Engineer looks like he's going for a Storm Spirit, I believe. Very good item against the Tundra and the Gauntlet this game. So he's going to, I believe, get that completed actually here at the 24-minute mark. That's a great item for him to have here. And we do actually have Legacy here on the Engineer. So Bombardier did upgrade the Engineer. He's able to throw the energy field now where he wants to. That's actually a very nice tool here for them in team fights. Chose to do that over giving Behemoth the jump ability or Bensington that extra range staff effect. Now we have Behemoth currently here. He's going to line up a Fissure Stun into an Enrage. That's going to be a quick kill there on the support Geomancer as War Chief was in the area, therefore some assistance. And Bensington, he looks like he's still going for that Thunderclaw. He picks up the Alacrity Band. Currently with 1,300 gold saved up, so getting very close to his Thunderclaw. But again, only on 300 gold per minute in comparison to that Corrupted Disciple on 450. Imboboy getting very close to his Shrunken Head here as he needs, I believe, the 2,900 for that Shrunken Head. Bottom lane, we have Piercing Arrows here. There's the hook back onto War Chief. He gets the Shrunken Head off, though. Energy Field is down, locking down Tundra inside. And are they going to fight this or be on the retreat mode? He ports back in with the Spirit Walk. Nightfall is not going to connect here. There's the Puzzle Box exploding from Tundra, and War Chief almost goes down. No more kills happening here for the side, or none happening, excuse me, for the side of Team Tim, as only Tundra does fall there. They're thinking about maybe going back in here on the Magnus, but is he baiting is the question. Double damage or non-corrupted as he will deny the tower there. There's the Thunderclaw pickup now on Sir Bensington. Magnus, 700, 800 gold away from his portal key. Geomancer, very far as he's the main support, so not too much of a surprise there. Gauntlet working towards his Shrunken Head, picks up a Mighty Blade on top of those vestments. There's the Shrunken finish for Corrupted. Now he is getting initiated on. Here's the airstrike from Snooki coming in from the mid lane. They will get that kill, and Magnus now with his Lava Surge down for 5 more seconds. They will not have the spell cooldowns available to bring him down. But a huge kill there on Corrupted as he just bought out his Shrunken Head. If that happened a tiny bit sooner, would have been massive, denying him that gold, but still a good kill nonetheless. As now Bombardier, out of nowhere, 500 GPM. War Chief right behind, tied with Corrupted at 450 gold per minute. So War Chief with another 1,200 gold saved up. I do believe he'll be building into something like a Sheepstick or a Frostfield Plate now to follow that Shrunken Head up. Sheepstick would make a lot of sense here, but we'll see what Ozop does decide to go for here, as he is a much more experienced War Chief player than I am. So we'll see what he goes for. Nightfall, or excuse me, Joust going to mist here. G-Mancer getting spotted out. He has not used his dig stun just yet. I believe this was spotted by Sir Bensington. He's got his Joust coming up in 5 more seconds. Behemoth thinking about going in. There's an Enrage coming out as he lines it up. The Fissure Stun on top. Beautiful placement there coming out from Behemoth. And let's see here now. No follow-up items to this portal key from Behemoth. A little surprising, but at the same time, he's not really looking to take any farm this game. So he got that really early portal key, but since then hasn't really had too much follow-up in terms of items. Lightbrand picked up on Bombardier. It looks like he might be going for possibly a Grimoire of Power. That would be pretty interesting. Middle lane, we have an energy field down. Shrunken Head is popped here from Warchief. They do get the kill onto Tundra as he did use his Avalanche there as well as his Puzzle Box. Top lane, they're thinking about going for Bombardier here. There's the jump coming out from Gauntlet onto Snooki, and he will fall here to Corrupted. Too much lockdown there on top of the damage. No escape coming in from Bombardier. Just pick up the Grimoire of Power though before he ends up dying. That's going to give him plus 30% spell damage on his activate, 20% cooldown reduction. Here comes an eruption being channeled from Magnus, following up that stun. Crystal Field on top though, and here's the Nightfall from Bensington. It's gonna take out 2. Will he make it a hat trick? No, as he misses the Joust, unfortunately, there on the Gauntlet. A huge Nightfall on top of 3, but not gonna be able to pick up that 3rd kill. If that Joust did land, he had Lancelot coming up shortly after, but that will be 2 kills in exchange for the Behemoth trade there, as the Magnus and G-Mance are both falling. Tower falling here in the mid lane. Will they port to this tower here? They have the glyph ready to go, and Corrupted, is he going to pop the Shrunken Head for this tower kill? He's looking to man up here onto the Warchief. Now they do not have a stopper to that TP, so he does get the tower kill there, uses the Shrunken and ports on out of there. Heads up play coming from Corrupted as he gets his team another tier 2 tower. Or, well, the first tier 2 tower. Tundra, I gotta imagine he wants to go into something like a portal key now to follow up this puzzle box. Meanwhile, we have a Kongor being attempted here by the Legion side. Behemoth currently in the bot lane with the Veiled Rot, possibly expecting a tower push down here, so in position, but as we can see, the Kongor being attempted there by Hellborn. So both teams doing Kongor here at the exact same time. No vision here from Hellborn. Looks like, I don't believe Legion has an idea this is going on, or they might have an idea, but they don't have the vision. So with a Gauntlet, this Kongor should be fairly easy, as well as the Tundra Slow from the Curiel on top of the Cold Shoulder. They have great Kongor killing heroes on the side of Hellborn. Will Snooki? No. You know, if he Nightfalls, or if he airstrikes here, that would just drop a token. That would be actually pretty scary to give over a free token. Tundra Bird currently roaming through the Legion's jungle. Very, very difficult to play against. He's going to spot out the Behemoth here. And oh boy, Behemoth could be in some trouble. He is getting followed here by the Tundra Bird. This is not going to be a pretty story here. As there's the Crystal Field lining up on the Geomancer. Bensington Nightfall's in. Energy Field is down. This is a very chaotic fight here. As the Bensington going to fall as well. These are not like these are some team fights that are not like Doghouse, going in one by one, falling. But again, that's just all due to that Shiver scouting out the Legion jungle, spotting them being in very vulnerable positions there as they catch Behemoth to start that off. But Engineer and Bensington falling, not part of the plan, I would have to imagine. So that's 3 kills going the way of Team Tim here, as they now close the gap a little bit, but still, big picture, 10,000 golden experience lead for the side of Doghouse. Tier 2 tower falls up here in the top lane. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, there should be no resistance at all with 3 players dead. This will fall as well. Corrupted finishes his Dawnbringer. He's now sitting on 2,600 gold. The question is, what will Imboboy look to pick up? Something that comes to mind could be that Assassin Shroud. We could see him possibly bulk up with something like a Symbol of Rage, but it would be very defensive still. He's not necessarily outputting the most damage, but there is that conduit for that purpose. We will have to see what he decides to build into. He's got 2,700 gold saved up. Bensington only with the Thunderclaw, very, very far behind in comparison, but does have the 2,000 gold. Probably going to see a Shrunken Head follow-up despite getting locked down by things like the piercing, by the Avalanche. I think we will still need to see a Shrunken Head on Sir Bensington. We have Tablet picked up on Behemoth. Portal Key on Warchief. That one I was not expecting, but I have to imagine that can't be too bad, as it would allow him to position very well on top of those Spirit Walks. There's the Assassin Shroud pickup from Corrupted. Very, very traditional Imboboy style of item build. He's going to run in here with the Shroud, spot Warchief. He's going to force out the Shrunken Head from Warchief there, and he will use the Spirit Walk defensively. So we have a Nightfall coming in as Behemoth does line up the Shockwave there on the Tundra. Was that a solo kill? No, they used the Airstrike, and the Nightfall was a little bit extra as Bensington, he's going to use the Jouster, gets the stun onto Magnus, but again, he sacrifices himself, and now Bombardier, he's in some trouble. The Shrunken Heads are popped, and it's a double tap coming out for Corrupted as Gauntlet with that Shrunken as well, helping to slow down the Bombardier. And the key targets here coming out from Team Tim, they're locking down the cores very well as they take out both Bombardier and the Bensington. Now Engineer, he's going to possibly get caught here as well. He goes down. Corrupted is just on a rampage here as it's an onslaught. He's going to most likely make it a Savage 6 streak here. Behemoth does line up the stun, but with that dot debuff, he cannot get his Portal Key off. And there is going to be the Savage 6 double step coming out for Imboboy. Warchief is here. And Tundra, Gauntlet, he's trying to have a say in this return kill here. There's the totems down from Warchief. Now he's getting kited here very heavily, and Warchief is going to fall. It's a domination streak. Make it a hat trick for Imboboy as he is closing in on 600 gold per minute now. And these last couple of team fights from Doghouse really not executed all that well, as a very, very large lead is being trimmed down to almost nothing now. And with having all of this farm on their Corrupted Disciple, this is going to become very scary here for Doghouse, as they still have no big item on the Bensington following up his Thunderclaw. So it's 3,000 gold here on the Corrupted. I'd have to imagine he wants to finish off that Genjuro for that extra slow, having that second Shroud effect. We have Portal Key picked up on the Tundra on top of 1,000 gold. Possibly going to see the Post Haste or something like a Soul's Bulwark follow-up item here as his next item. We see the Tablet finished on the Magnus following up his Portal Key, so a very similar item build here to the Behemoth. Geomancer are going to get spotted out here on that Ward of Revelation. They take him out. Engineer, haven't really been paying too much attention to his Mind Traps, as Behemoth going to get caught here over by the Ancients. He's going to fall, and Engineer going to get that Ward of Sight down here, but does run through Hellborn's Ward. Lava Surge connecting onto Bombardier here, but no team support follow-up. Gauntlet currently in the mid lane. A very wide spread coming out from the side of Team Tim. There's the full Genjuro picked up. Got the 900 gold on top. And man, this is a very tough Corrupted to deal with now. Very, very mobile with the Shroud and the Dawnbringer pickups. Tundra currently in the trees here. Looks like he's going to pour it out with that bird scouting out the jungle there, seeing the rotations from the Legion side. Warchief currently in the top lane now. Corrupted. Gauntlet's making his way over here with the Veiled Rod, and this could very well be a kill there on the Warchief, but Again, he's very slippery. Hero for them to lock down with just the gauntlet. Shiver spotting out 3 players down here, so they're feeling very comfortable here in the top portion of the map. We have Veiled Rot on Behemoth. I love seeing all these Veiled Rots being used by the two teams. It really just shows you guys this extremely high level of play, as they're really trying to find the openings here. Behemoth, he's thinking about going in. There's a 2-man Shockwave coming out. He's going to catch the Geomancer and the Magnus. They're going to get 2 kills now. Behemoth, he will sacrifice himself. Will Warchief be able to make the escape now is the question, as Corrupted is pounding in the right clicks, but Warchief, he cannot get the distance. The slows from the Gunjuro and the Dawnbringer are just going to be too much. It's a double tap. Bloodbath continuing streak coming out for Corrupted Disciple. So a 3 for 2 actually, as they do get a kill on Tundra in the bot lane. So simultaneously making that play. Bombardier now porting here into the mid lane with Benzington and Engineer. He throws the energy field. There is going to be the airstrike on top, but the Shrunken Head was popped by Gauntlet, and all these spells unfortunately going to whiff, as the Shrunken protecting him there from that magic damage. As we have a vote to pause come out here from our Hellborn side, but I believe this is the first time we're seeing Team Tim take an experience lead this game. They're currently sitting on 1600 experience lead, but still trailing in gold. Now, this gold lead, I don't feel like it matters all that much, and that's simply just due to how farmed the Corrupted is right now. But with that being said, if they're able to pick up some big items like Sheep Sticks on either the Bombardier or the Warchief or Hellflowers, I feel like that can be a window there for them to deal with this Corrupted. Now he has 2600 gold saved up. What will his next item be? I do feel like if he builds into something like a Symbol of Rage or a Behemoth's Heart, just something that really bulks him up. I don't know if Legion has enough sustained damage to bring him down outside of their initial burst. And with Benzington being so far behind right now, they really lack that right click auto attack DPS style of damage. But with it being Imba Boy, he might go for another aggressive item. He is in a very good spot here with the Bloodbath streak. We'll have to wait and see what he goes for. The way the game is going, he can kind of buy whatever he really chooses here, depending on how they want to take the next couple of team fights. But there's the Shrunken Head on Benzington now. He's going to have that extra survivability in the fights, but he still will not be able to man-fight this Corrupted. He is just too farmed at this point. Geomancer trying to get his remaining gold there for the portal key, needing about 75 gold. So that death actually setting him back at a pretty good time there. Gauntlet, he hasn't had too much follow-up GPM. He is only 300 in comparison to the other cores. We'll see what he decides to build into. I'm expecting something like a Hellflower as his next item choice for locking down heroes like the Benzington and the Warchief from getting off their Shrunkens. But Tundra still, again, no follow-up item to the portal key. I would have to imagine the post haste is next on his list there. But we'll see, again, what they do decide to go for. So currently 3 players dead for Team Tim, 2 players dead for the Doghouse, as we are now back and live in the action. 3,000 gold on the Corrupted here. So we currently have the Shiver spawned here. He's going to be sending that here into spot out the Bombardier with the Haystream. Magnus going to look for the jump there. Crystal Field not going to connect there as Geomancer picks up the portal key. Beautiful, beautiful portal key coming out from Snooki to avoid that initiation. There's a Shockwave not going to connect though. It was so close. Oh my god, if that Shockwave connected, Corrupted was going to be in some big trouble. But Ember Boy with the heads up play there, both sides avoiding the initiations. We have Gauntlet looking to go for an initiation here. He's going to pop his Shrunken Head here on the Bombardier. No follow-up stunts. He's going to go for the Port Out now. Corrupted. He could be in some trouble. He is forced to pop the Shrunken and retreat. Warchief's looking for him though with the Spirit Walk. Not going to find him as he is shrouded by that Genjuro. So 2 Shrunkens are going to be used there on both the Gauntlet and the Corrupted. And this is a good timing here for our Legion side, the Doghouse, to go for a Kongor. Now will Hellborn go for their own Kongor is the question. We have a ward from Duder down in the pit. And I believe this should spot out the Kongor here. Great ward coming in. Very similarly, we have a ward here from Hellborn. But Geomancer is thinking about going for the steal, perhaps. And will he actually get it, though, is the question. He dig stuns away. So he was actually feeling like they had an idea he was in the area. Oh my god, if we saw an airstrike there, oh my god, I'm actually very surprised we didn't see Snooki go for an airstrike into a possible token there, as they could have killed their own slower. Geomans are going to get caught out here by Behemoth and Engineer. They get the find there. Great pickoff coming out. Magnus and Gauntlet were in the area, but not going to go for any kind of play there to save the Geomancer. So yeah, both teams going to trade off their Kongors. We have 2 Kongors apiece for both sides. Damage, damage, movement speed. Damage, movement speed. Oh no. I caught that one just in time, Mazov, as you misclicked your Shrunken, it looks like. Or did he port away, actually? Maybe he ported out to safety, I'm not sure. But either way, the Shrunken will be on cooldown. Behemoth gets caught down in the bottom lane. To both the Magnus and the Gauntlet. Thunderbird going to be scouting out the top lane here. Bombardier with 5,000 gold. That should be a sheepstick, I'm guessing. That's a big pickup. That's what they were looking for, as they need to lock down that Shrunken coming out from Corrupted Disciple. 5,400 gold on Imbuboy. We are going to get the answer very soon here, what he's going for, as he has pretty much the entire shop available to him. 3,000 gold on the Gauntlet. Hasn't shown any build-up items, but I do think a Hellflower would be the choice here for him. There's the post-haste on Tundra, and that is going to be pretty scary now, as he has the ability to port to his Shiver, set up those avalanches. That is going to be a very nasty combo there that Doghouse is going to have to be very well aware of. But only 2,400 gold saved up on Bensington. Usually we see the Geometer's Bane to follow up the Thunderclaw. He could still go for something like a Hyper Crown, but it is very late into the game, and I don't think the Hyper Crown will really assist him too much here, as that is typically picked up as a farming item. Bensington, he's in a really tough spot here. Honestly, it's really hard to say what he should go for. But we could even perhaps see something like a Hellflower, just some more disables. I don't know. I think he does have to go for right-click damage, because they are really lacking that, and I don't think the longer the game goes, with heroes like Warchief and Bomb as the damage dealers, they'll have enough sustained damage. So I do think he does need to go for some right-click style of damage, but we'll see soon what he goes for as well. Corrupted bought something, and it's flying out to him right now. Engineer with a portal key. Dude has just managed to find farm this game. I don't know how he's managing to find all this farm. He has only 60 creep kills on the support. We have the energy field being thrown here. It's going to lock down Corrupted. He can't get the Shrunken off. Will he fall? Yes, he will. It's going to go to Engineer as they sacrifice Behemoth there. Bensington Knight falls in, not going to connect onto anyone here. He did use his Joust, and Geomancer, he's going to dig stun to safety. Gets the portal key on out. Gauntlet is in the area. Meanwhile, Tundra is in the bot lane as he post haste down there. But huge kill coming out. Starting off with the Behemoth Shockwave, they line up the energy field, perplexing, I believe, Corrupted there. And Imboboy does not have a buyback right now, as he did just buy out. What did he buy out, actually? He hasn't got it on his hero currently. He spent his gold on something, sitting on only 1,500, but we have some tower pressure coming in. There's a Storm Spirit coming in into the Kegstone. He cannot get the Shrunken Head off. Do they have the damage to lock him down? Here's the Sticky Bomb going to be exploded, but there's the Shrunken Head popped here as the hook happens onto War Chief. He gets hooked in. Magnus uses the Eruption there, but Lava surges up to his base, and they do lose War Chief here without getting a return kill. Bombardier still has an airstrike ready to go. There's the Firebrand picked up by Bensington that I had suggested. And with Tundra now here back at the base, it looks like they will fall back. He actually picked up a Nullstone. Okay, so it was not what I was expecting him to go for. He goes for the Nullstone here on Corrupted Disciple. Now again, there's a lot of AoE, but that's mostly going to be for that Sheepstick catching him out before he can get the Shrunken off. But if Doghouse is on top of this Nullstone, we might possibly just see a tablet being used by either the Behemoth, here, or even the Storm from Engineer to break that Nullstone so they can get that Sheepstick off. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Bensington with the Joust into the airstrike. They get the kill there onto Magnus. Geomancer going to get locked down here in the energy field. Now he has a dig stun. Is he going to get the escape here? No. Bombardier ports in with the bombardment. And 2 kills go in the way of Doghouse, so some momentum swinging back into their favor. Now they again regain the golden experience lead. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, oh boy, this is a very risky spot here for Behemoth to be in. There's the conduit being applied here as he uses the fissure to farm. And Corrupted, he is going to get that kill. He even pops the Shrunken just to make sure there was no follow-up. He did not have that bird giving him that information of any possible players in the area, but uses the Shrunken for a kill into the Behemoth there. Nonetheless, Gauntlet currently with 4,000 gold saved up. If he is going for the Hellflower, he needs about a few more 100 gold here to complete that item. So I think we're going to see Gauntlet picking up an item here in the future. Now Engineer, he's thinking about setting up here with the Storm Spirit. He goes for the Keg Stun. Oh, but he almost gets in range there for the Storm Spirit. Very, very close coming in from Duder as he guesses there with the Keg. But nice reactions there from Gauntlet to feeling that something was up there, getting out of the area before that initiation did catch him off guard. Bottom lane, we have Corrupted with the Veiled Rot. Is going to be running around the Legion's jungle here. Thunderbird spotting out this bottom lane. Bensington currently with an Viz rune in his bottle. He looks like he will finish off the Geometer's Bane here, so that's going to be a nice damage assistance there for him. War Chief ports into the trees. Oh, what a hook coming in from Gauntlet as he guesses perfectly. Now War Chief is in some trouble. He's going to put the totems down. Will he look to activate the War Cry is the question. He's going to port into the trees here. And Gauntlet, he's trying to find him. There's a portal key coming in from Azov. Is he going to be able to make the escape here? Oh my god, we have another hook coming out from Gauntlet. He is going to line it up, but there's the heals coming in from the totem. Spirit Walk is going to be used. He ports into the trees once again. They do not have the Thunderbird up here, so Asaf is making a lot of space here. Corrupt is going to get the drain here with the vision from the Electric Tide. Oh my god, does he make this escape? He might need to pop the Shrunken here. He gets the portal key to safety. There's the Spirit Walk coming in once again. There's the auto attack though connecting, and that's going to slow him up. He pops the Shrunken. Crystal Field is down. It's going to miss. And another escape coming in from Azov. Huge place coming in here from our War Chief here to make the escape following that TP being canceled there from the Gauntlet. And while this was going on, we have the mid lane pushing. Bombardier currently in the bottom lane. Looking to build his next tier of item, which could possibly be a Restoration Stone for double Airstrike, double Sheepstick. He's got 5,800 gold saved up. There's the Void Talisman picked up by Engineer. Where does dude find all this farm? I just don't get it. Dude is so good. He has the shamans on top of a void. Like he's almost 300 GPM here on support. This is crazy. I can't believe that dude gets all this farm on the support. But he's looking really solid here. War Chief sitting on 3,600 gold. Again, possibly that sheepstick potential as a follow-up item or a Hellflower. We have an Abyssal Skull picked up by the Tundra. Now we have a lot of players here in the area over by the Legion's Kongor. Tundra Bird, aka the Shiver, spotting out this Kongor being attempted here. Will they look to do their own Kongor? It looks like Corrupted has ported as well as Tundra. They want to trade the Kongors here. I really want to see an airstrike come out, steal the Kongor, and get them a token. Come on, Snooki, make it happen for me. We have a double damage rune here on the Bensington. This Kongor is going to fall very quickly, but they are not interested. It looks like, oh, here comes a Nightfall. They're going to get the initiation there with Behemoth. Bensington ports in very low. He's going to get Gauntlet blasted. Gauntlet with the Shrunken, he will get the kill there, and they will get their own Kongor kill. Looks like the airstrike was used, and they got the kill onto Tundra to start that off. But they sacrificed both the Behemoth and the Bensington there for only the one kill on the Tundra. Meanwhile, they traded the Kongors here. So, not going to end up working out for them the way I had hoped for, but I do like the attempt there. I like the idea there to try to steal the Hellborn's Kongor before killing their own. So, Bombardier, he had a lot of gold. Oh, he bought a Shrunken. Okay, that is also a very good item. I think we'll see the Restoration Stone possibly as his next item. The question is, what would he sell for a Restoration Stone? Bombardier might get jumped here. No, he's gonna Portal Key before he gets initiated on here. Post haste picked up on Gauntlet, so again, he doesn't buy that big item. The potential Hellflower that I was thinking of, still sitting on 4,000 gold. I really want to see him pick up a big item and not invest into these smaller items. The post is still going to be very good, porting to that bird with Tundra, but again, I really want to see that Hellflower for being able to lock down those Shrunkens. War Chief does pick up the Sheepstick, so they have double Sheepstick Portal Key now on the side of Doghouse. Corrupted without any kind of defensive support items picked up from his team. If he gets caught here with a Sheepstick, that's going to be massive for Doghouse. Bombardier currently at 600 GPM. I have no idea how some of these players find the farm that they do. Ports are happening here from Team Tim. But as we can see, Gauntlet and Tundra still hanging around the bot lane. Behemoth thinking about possibly engaging here. No Veiled Rod here currently on him, but all 5 players in the area. And this is kind of the Tundra effect. This is what happens when you play against a Tundra. We see a lot of grouping up from Doghouse as they are very afraid of getting picked off by the post-haste Shiver combo. But they're being very patient down here. They're waiting for somebody to port. They're going to clean up the creep wave here, force somebody to try to come back to defend this. Tundra Bird spotting out majority of Legion here. But again, the tower is taking heavy pressure here. We have a port happening. Will they go for this kill, though, is the question. We have Bombardier coming from behind to possibly prevent a jump here. They're thinking about doing it, but it would be very risky as they don't have the information anymore from the Tundra Bird. War Chief and Bensington in the area up here. Bensington's still hanging around. Now he has a double damage rune, but if he gets spotted here, oh boy, the Tundra Bird's coming over. Corrupt is going to break his Veiled Rod here. And looks like the bird does not scout out Sir Bensington, so he will port on out to the mid lane. The next pickoff is going to be very crucial if somebody does not have a buyback. 7,000 gold saved up on Corrupted. He breaks the boots there for post haste. We have 3 post haste now on Hellborn. Demonic Breastplate picked up on Gauntlet. He does not go for the Hellflower. It's an interesting one for me. It's not necessarily a bad item. Bombardier going to pop the Shrunken here. He gets Avalanched here. This will most likely be a kill there. He gets the Airstrike off. Going to do a little bit of damage there, but that's a big kill coming out for Team Tim, as that was the 600 GPM bomb falling. He does have gold for a buyback, as he does pick up the post haste here. But mid lane, we have an Eruption being channeled as well. Bensington getting caught here by Magnus and Gauntlet. And the pickoffs are starting to happen here from the side of Team Tim. 2 kills going their way. No buyback on the Bensington here. Bombardier going to be forced to buy back right away to try to prevent this Rax from falling as the tower goes down. There's the Restoration Stone on Corrupted Disciple. He will refresh his Shrunken Head. Be ready to go. Here comes the Fissure Block. Energy Field is down. It catches several heroes here. They're going to get perplexed. Corrupted is stuck here on the Fissure, and Magnus, he jumps in. He's going to fall here. Now, the Shrunken is still is not available, actually, for Corrupted. They're going to be forced to retreat here. Warchief is on the hunt here with the Spirit Walk, trying to find more players. The ports are going to happen here as Gauntlet gets on out of there. Tundra will get on out of there as well. And they only lose their Magnus for a buyback there on the Bombardier. I feel like Team Tim will be pretty happy with that. Nonetheless, as they didn't get any Rax damage, but still very good to force out that first buyback from Bombardier. Corrupted's going to run into Warchief and Engineer here. He's going to pop the Shrunken, and he's going to get out of dodge, so they were not able to get that Sheepstick out, as Engineer couldn't get his Storm prior to the Shrunken being popped there. But Demonic on Gauntlet is very iffy for me this game. I feel like as good of an item as Demonic Breastplate is, there's not a whole lot of physical damage coming out from the side of Legion. Now, it will assist in them having lots of auto attack presence, but I for some reason just feel Hellflower would have been a better choice this game. Bensington going to use his illusions to split push the top lane here. Tundra Bird just following Warchief here. Will Bombardier sell an item and go for a Restoration Stone? That is the big question, because I feel like Restoration Stone is a key item on Bomb in late game. Having that second Airstrike, having that second Sheepstick. $2,000 gold on the Bensington here. Not sure, again, what his next item will be. We could maybe see a Wingbow.
You should have seen your face. It went...
Oh my god.
Because I can.
I love you, man. Thank you so much for the donation. You're nuts, Steven. Oh my god. You can't see my face right now, but I'm going pretty crazy. We have a Behemoth initiation here with the Shockwave. Energy Field is down. Gauntlet is going to get caught. He does not have a buyback. Here comes the Nightfall from Bensington. They get the kill onto G-Mincer as well. Storm Spirit happens onto Engineer. Magnus is in trouble. He will get the stun out into the trees. Meanwhile, Behemoth getting chased here by both the Tundra and the Corrupted Disciple as Magnus falls. It's 3 kills going the way of Doghouse, as this fight is not over just yet. Corrupted, he is on the hunt here for the Bensington. He will get the joust to safety, and will that get him the distance? I believe it will, as Corrupted pops his Restoration Stone. He's going to port. Where is he porting is the question. He ports to the base. Bombardier is waiting here, and he will actually run into Bombardier. Oh no, here comes the avalanche coming out from Tundra, and Bombardier will fall here. He does have gold for a second buyback, but a big kill coming out from Team Tim there. They do lose the tower in the mid lane in response to that death on the Bombardier, but 2 versus 4 here. I don't believe Team Tim will be able to capitalize on that Bombardier kill. Uh, Despite it being a very nice pick off there. Thanks again, Steven. Holy cow, $100. You're crazy, man. Thank you so much. Oh man, I'm having trouble focusing. Um, 6,600 gold on Corrupted Disciple. He's more or less item capped here. I don't know if we'll see him swap any items. I think he'll be buying corrupted swords at this point, possibly a sheepstick courier, but I haven't seen sheepstick courier in so long. I feel like he might just go for the corrupted swords. Um, Maybe even drop the post haste if the game goes much longer and just get rid of that whole pick off strategy. But I think we'll see him keep the post haste. So 7,000 gold, 2 buybacks in the bank. We won't see swords picked up just yet. There's a Kongor being attempted here by Team Tim. Will Doghouse look to do their own Kongor is the question. They're still dead on Bombardier for 15 more seconds. Sheepstick picked up on the Tundra, by the way. That's a huge pickup coming out for Team Tim, as they have Sand Scepter on the Magnus there for those Sheepsticks. Doghouse is now making their way over to their Kongor, but we'll see if Team Tim decides to try to take a fight here. They have this Ward of Sight down, and honestly, they might look to fight this. They have good information here of the HP of the Kongor. The Tundra Bird is currently making its way over, and this Kongor is not falling all that fast. Magnus is trying to get in position here for a potential stun. Dude are going to tank a Kongor Rock for me. Thanks to Duder there. And this Kongor will fall. They're not going to go for a jump here. Bensington Nightfalls into the bottom lane. They get the kill on the Tundra there with the airstrike as well. Sheepstick setting that up. Bombardier does pop the Shrunken, and Gauntlet, will he be able to make the escape? Yes, he will. So he pops the Shrunken. He gets out of dodge. Tundra does fall. No kills in response for the side of Team Tim. And we already see Imbuboy porting up to the top lane for that split push. He has the Restoration Stone coming up soon with another post haste. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Warchief is on the hunt for this Magnus, but he will just be a little too slippery, and he will make the escape. So what will Doghouse do here with this kill? 60 seconds on the clock with him dead. Magnus actually gets caught out here by Warchief. I was not thinking he would get the catch there. Huge pick off. Behemoth gets the tablet up to safety. He will fall. Imbuboy is on a massacre here. Picks up a double tap. Will they be able to bring him down as Corrupted is here? There's the Sheepstick coming in from Warchief there. And they do finally bring down Corrupted. He takes out 2 players. Almost made it a hat-trick as Bensington got very low there. And Corrupted, he does have 2 buybacks, still sitting on 4,700 gold. He does pick up 1 Corrupted Sword. Still feeling pretty confident there with enough gold for a buyback. Geomancer currently in the bot lane. We have Sheepstick on Bombardier. Will he get the catcher onto Geomancer is the question. He's spotting him out with the sonar. And Bombardier, oh no, he ports into the dig stun. That's a wig play if I ever saw one. Blinking into a stun. That's not what I expect from Snooki. That's what I expect myself to do. Here's a Gauntlet Blast coming out here into the hook. The dig stun will connect. Crystal Field goes down. Bombardier is going to get avalanched up. He will fall. There is a second buyback on Bombardier if he feels he needs to use it. But a lot of ultimates there. 3 specifically actually used for that kill. And the Gauntlet one, not too much of a big deal. Only on a 40-second cooldown currently. Tundra's coming up in another minute. There's the flying courier coming out from Duder. He's got the dust on the courier. Oh man, this game is getting to be quite the entertainment. We've actually broke the 1 hour mark, as I failed to mention that one. We're here at 63 minutes now in game number 1 between Doghouse and Team Tim. What an exciting game that we have underway here. Gauntlet, is he going to get jumped here? Oh no, he messes up the tablet into Shockwave, but it does stop the portal key, as that was kind of the more important one there. No Shrunken was available from Gauntlet, so you got to question his decision to be down there in the first place, but they do get the catch there that they were looking for. So 1 player dead from each side. No, there is buyback on Gauntlet. So he does have buyback with Shrunken Head and everything available if they do take a team fight. Bensington does go for the wing bow, and despite only being 385 gold per minute, he's starting to output damage. He's on 270 auto attack. DPS. G-Mancer currently using his stock here. Going to maybe find this regen rune. Tundra currently up in the top lane. We have Shiver scouting the way here over by the Legion's base. Behemoth, he is ready to go with a shockwave. No, he does not have a shockwave. Okay, but he's ready to go with the Veiled Rod here. Corrupted is shrouded. Tundra is going to jump. They're going to get the sheep stick from Tundra, but there's the energy field from Deuter, and the fissure is down. There's the sheep stick onto Imboboy. Are they going to have the burst to bring him down? Airstrike comes out, and Tundra, will he make the escape? No, he will not. It's 2 kills going the way of Doghouse, as Geomancer and Magnus currently not in the area. Gauntlet in the respawner still for 20 more seconds, so huge pickoffs coming out here from Doghouse as they bait their Bombardier all along. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, there's the Storm Spirit coming out into the keg from Deuter. They take out the Magnus, and the pickoffs are happening now for Doghouse. There is currently no buyback on the Tundra. There is no buyback on the Magnus, and that is 80 seconds here on top of the 67. And will they be able to fend this off with the Gauntlet, the Corrupted, and the Geomancer? Geomancer, by the way, pooling 4,000 gold. He's going to not be able to get that possible sheepstick he was looking for. There's a Doombringer pickup happening from Corrupted Disciple. No, it looks like he sells it actually. Not going to go for it, but there is the initiation here. Gauntlet with the Shrunken Head. They're going to get the kill here onto Bombardier. Now, he does have a second buyback and a post-haste if they continue here. Behemoth, meanwhile, in the mid lane, he will portal key to safety. So they do force out the first buyback here from Corrupted, as War Chief now has a tablet to break that Nullstone from Corrupted with the sheepstick, sitting on 5,000 gold as well. We could see a restoration stone possibly once he has buyback money on the War Chief. Bensington, what did he buy? It looks like he just maybe got the TP delivered. 4,500 gold though on the Bensington, so another big item around the corner, and he's starting to catch up now to the Corrupted, who's been item kept for quite a while. So Doghouse doing a really good job of extending the game here. We're going to have a buyback. Here's the Nightfall, the initiation from War Chief. They're going to get the kill onto Corrupted. They're going to force the second buyback. Energy field is down. Shrunken is popped here from the Bensington. There's the Avalanche in the tower. He's taking heavy pressure, and he is most likely going to fall here. The lockdown is just too much, as Gauntlet also uses the Gauntlet Blast there. First buyback happening from the Geomancer, but now both the Bombardier and the Corrupted are out of buybacks. Behemoth, he's going to get caught here by the Electric Tide. The hook will miss, but it will not matter. He will fall, and Bombardier is already in the top lane, forcing the split push. There's the jump from the Geomancer. There's a Storm Spirit. Will Bombardier end up falling here? He does not have a buyback. Sheepstick comes in from the Tundra, and they will have the lockdown. Bombardier will fall, and it's a double tap coming out for Imboboy on the Corrupted Disciple. We have the Veiled Rod here from Gauntlet, but they will be on the retreat here in the mid lane, as we have all 5 players here from the side of Team Tim ready to go. Buyback available here on the Sir Bensington. No buyback on the Behemoth. He is staying dead for 70 seconds. Sheepstick happens here. Engineer going to go for the Kegson, but they will need to retreat as the team support is on their way here. Tundra Bird is currently in the mid lane. But I think we are going to have the first racks of the game taken here, as 2 players without any buybacks. This fight, 5 versus 3, would be just too hard for them to capitalize. Humans are going to get the Storm Spirit here onto Engineer. There's the Sheepstick happening as well. Void Talisman was used by Dude. Is he going to escape this? There is just too many players here. Not enough time to survive that. War Chief in the bottom lane. He's going to port now to the base. It looks like there's the buyback happening from Dude on the Engineer. Sheepstick happens from War Chief. The Shrunken Head is down. Energy field is down as well. And they're locking down Corrupted. He falls. He does not have a buyback. War Chief will sacrifice himself. He does have his first buyback. Here comes the Nightfall from Bensington. He gets Storm Shredded up. He does not pop the Shrunken. Crystal Field going to connect, and did Fall just mess up? Will they have the lockdown here to bring him down? He gets the Shrunken off, and he is going to miss the Joust, unfortunately. Geometer's Bane is going to be popped. The range racks did fall. Bensington, will he be able to hold his ground? He will fall. Not popping the Shrunken there, using that Nightfall. A big mistake from him, and he will have gold for his first buyback, but without a Shrunken or a Nightfall, he will still use the buyback. Behemoth is respawned now with a Shockwave ready to go, and we see the post ace happening from Tundra as he split pushes out the top lane. They need to do everything they can to buy time here for Corrupted. 60 seconds on the clock, or 50 seconds on the clock without a buyback, as they are currently split pushing the bottom lane. But Bombardier, he post ace up here. They're going to get the jump here on the Magnus, and Gauntlet as well with the Shockwave and the Warchief Sheepstick with that opening. There's the first buyback happening from Magnus, but no buyback on the Gauntlet, and that's a big kill there on the Gauntlet. Meanwhile, in the jungle here, Bombardier going to get locked down by 3. Sheepstick comes out. Bombardier will fall to the Avalanche. A lot of cooldowns being used there. Here is Bensington. Veiled Rotted Warchief ready to go. Is he going to get the jump he's looking for? Totems are down. They're going to get the melee racks here. Meanwhile, Behemoth pushing in the bottom lane. So still 8 seconds on the Corrupted Disciple. They're going to get this Raxus completed most likely. Will they get the full range racks here is the question. Very low on the range racks. The creeps will get it, and will they get on out to safety? Behemoth is going to get caught here by a combo from Magnus with the stun, and Behemoth does not have a buyback, but that is going to be 2 sets of Raxus here for Doghouse. Bombardier is still dead for 60 seconds as Warchief, he's hanging in the area, trying to counter push, make them try to defend this, as he does have gold for his last buyback. But the one range Rax here only for the Legion side. All of the Raxes are exposed. No tier 3 towers. And here comes Team Tim with 4 players down the mid lane. They are trying to get themselves some Raxes here, as Behemoth and Bombardier currently with no ways back into the game. There is the jump from Warchief. Shrunken Head was popped here by a Corrupted Disciple, and Warchief will get his Spirit Walk to safety. He will survive for now, as Corrupted's trying to finish him off. They do get the kill on the Tundra. Melee Rax on 1 hit, by the way. He's going to snipe it out there on Corrupted. He's feeling very confident here with the team support. Tundra will buy back there, and he does not have post ace, or he does use the post ace, excuse me. They're thinking about going back in. There's the Crystal Field, going to lock down the Engineer. Here comes the Joust from Sir Bensington. Sheepstick does happen. He does not have a Shrunken Head. Gauntlet is in the middle of the fight with the Shrunken. The hook will be avoided there by the Void Talisman, but now Sheepstick on the Corrupted Disciple. Airstrike doing so much damage coming out from Bombardier. One more auto attack needed for the skill onto Gauntlet. Meanwhile, Bensington is on the chase here. Gauntlet will get the PK to safety with the Veiled Rot, and G-Mancer will dig stun into the trees there. And Corrupted is staying dead once again for 85 seconds. Tundra dies once again. He does not have gold for a buyback, as Bombardier is now respawned. There are the tier 4 towers going in the Hellborn's base as the first one falls. Gauntlet will be here now to possibly defend this one, but Warchief is up in the top lane. Behemoth going to post ace up here, and it's only Geomancer and Gauntlet alive. This is the final Rax remaining here from Team Tim, as the Raxes will fall. And this might honestly do it. Geomancer falls in the jungle to Bombardier. The GGs are called, and a 72-minute game here in game number 1. Coming out between Doghouse and Team Tim. This one was nothing short of exciting, as this one will finish with the Sacrificial Shrine falling to the Doghouse. So we will conclude here game number 1. Again, what a game coming out here to start off the series.